So, I just heard something nasty, and I'm not gonna repeat it. Something about some kind of plugs, but it's not the ones you think about. So I don't know what somebody been doing on their excursions lately, but I feel like this is what we talking about. So I sat here, and I promise you, I sat here, right, and I'm like, okay, I see what somebody doing. Somebody trying to flip the script because this one of these candies is trying to fit themselves into my lifestyle and recreate my whole existence here. This person is obsessed here. And with trying to move me out of some type of narrative with a certain divine masculine, put themselves in the vicinity, right? It's almost like a single white female energy, the hand that rocks the cradle. I'm figuring out that that's what this is, because I was gonna sit here and talk about abortion and how some of these earthly parents wish they would have never aborted some of their certain children, the ones that they were afraid were going to take the light or shine, since we got the star out here a little bit brighter than them, and they cut some of us down, and they aborted us at a time when we needed them, and they aborted us at a time when we were about to be getting some type of benefits or some type of positions or something like this that would help us, excel in life, and then in turn you would think make these parents proud or something like this. But I feel like some of us have those type of parents that may be greats, and they might feel some kind of way about that child coming up behind them, making moves and open up doors and kicking shit down that they may not have been able to do it. Now again, I don't have no room for no heart. I just point shit out, and I don't care what nobody feel about it. It's always gonna be facts over feelings here, and we always gonna go back into the biblical text to check things. But we have to keep it real about abortion. A lot of this abortion shit that's going on has to do with these parents that may have been, using lustful energy here. Okay, when they say always respect your earthly parents, but I always had a problem with that because I could see what these earthly parents were doing. I was seeing what they were trying to do to me before they even did it. Okay. This could be also, like I said, them leaving you off on other people, their friends, their families, their other, people that they worked with in the past life or something that also might feel some kind of way about you. Okay. And so I started thinking about the whole abortion energy, that these people were aborting these people spiritually, okay, possibly emotionally, possibly even on some other type of level here, so that they can keep some benefits or something that was supposed to be due to us and silence us at the same time. Because the song Invisible, not Invisible Michael Jackson, but Invisible came on. So I just heard something about when I was on my way driving my D baby to school, I heard psycho like Michael. But there was something about me thinking about, I know ain't nobody trying to block a cycle or create another cycle for me to go through. And then when I said that, psycho like Michael. So again, we know that it came to an ending or something here at some point in time with Michael, allegedly, right? And so I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like there's something to this here. Like this cycle could be the end or something, but somebody can't, it's like somebody can't deny that somebody was great or is a great. And I feel like these people don't want to see that greatness. They want to spread it out amongst other people that didn't quite deserve it or earn it or something like this. These are people that worked their way up a pole or something, or they took some type of, I'm seeing this as Syrian energy. They took the plug or something that you may not, it might go against your standards or what you will see as clean, or it might be unclean, or that might be heathenistic behavior. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so people want to go for that euphoric, that's something else. Now, and this is what I was thinking today, and I put it up online. Don't go confusing, because people are gloating about their extravagant lifestyles or whatever. And I said, don't go confusing the devil's blessings, right, for my fathers, because these people are not doing the work of the fathers, because a lot of these people that have been left behind when no child was supposed to be will not be in the situations that they in. They will not be in vulnerable states. This is almost like a person turning a cheek, a parent turning a cheek to their friend that comes over and enjoys having their little daughter sit on their lap. We wasn't allowed to do no shit like that. It was certain mothers though, or a father, that was strict about something, that was like, don't be sitting on motherfucking body lap. Period. I don't give a fuck who it is. don't sit on nobody's lap. Let me catch your ass sitting on some. It's almost like it was your fault that some old man was like, hey, Shalonda, come on over here. Come sit on over Uncle Bobby lap. Or well, whoever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You just like, you feel uncomfortable about it, but you don't want to be, you don't want to be rude either. You know what I'm saying? To that dad, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I feel like, why didn't you say that shit in front of that nigga? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you say, she ain't doing that? No, get the fuck off his lap. Why would it be that the father looking at you some kind of way and waiting until you leave and say, I wish I would see you on somebody's fucking lap? You know what I'm saying? Okay, my camera went out. So again, like I was saying, it's almost like, that could be pedophilia. After these people take what they can, then they leave these children, rather they're adults or not, lingering in the wind here, so that their friends and other entities or people that they work with can put their hands on them and see what they can get out of them as well, right? Fine tune them, harass them, do something to them to make them feel some kind of way, so that these people can also reap some benefits off of your demise or your torture or your harm. And I was just saying before the camera went off, it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even there could have been something with, you could have been around family members and stuff like this. And then when you grew up a little bit older, you might have went to your grandma's house and your mama started letting you go to people's house and spend the night. And it was other people there, and I was just thinking like, it's kind of like how I know that like it was certain energies in our family that didn't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Again, if like my grandma's, cat, I call these type of individuals cat daddies. They usually dress kind of nice or whatever for an older man. They got like nice cars and stuff like this. And back then they had like a curl or a perm or something. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like, letting this child visit throughout the room, because people like, oh, Shalon, they'll call you over and have you do something funny or say something they like, sing or dance or shit like this or whatever, right? But like I said, you know what I'm saying? It could be like, again, after being spiritually molested, possibly by others, again, you end up meeting these particular people. But like I said, these father figures or whoever these people will be in the family will be like, I don't want you sitting on nobody's lap. But I was just thinking, why a lot of men don't say that in front of other men when these men pull your daughter to the side. Back then, we talking about in the 80s and shit, or the 90s, right? Why wasn't they just verbal about it right there? Why would it still be like it's your fault? You know what I'm saying? It must be something that men share mentally, or it must be something here about their energy or something that I'm picking up on. That as a collective, they know what the fuck be going on this so-called spiritual level in the background. So why, you know what I'm saying? Why would it be the child being pulled aside later on and say, let me catch you sitting on somebody's lap, I'm gonna whoop your ass? Why didn't you tell this motherfucker that pulled your daughter over here between his legs? Because, and I'm just saying, I'm not saying that, I'm not talking about like naked in no. I'm talking about when a party or something is going on at your grandma and them house or your auntie and them house or whatever, and it might be a masculine energy that enjoys or like they pay close attention to you or something like this. And I'm talking about that pool. You know what I'm saying? When you about 7 years old, 8 years old or something, and somebody pull you on and be like, hey, come on over here and give me a hug, and they might be sitting down on a chair or something, and you end up like right in front of them between their legs, not right on them, but you know what I'm saying. That pool. Hey, girl, get over here. Let me see how you been doing. Give me a hug or something like this. You know what I'm saying? So the way I was looking at it was like, it's a lot of women that turn a side eye to this shit too. Because I feel like these women that I'm talking about, these earthly women that became mothers of a group, or they became den mothers or something like this. I feel like these are also having something to do with some other ties here. Okay? This has something to do with, and I feel like the reason why I can see this shit is because whatever this was could have been meant for me, but people know that I'm not gonna do certain things, right? People know that certain shit ain't gonna ride with me. So this is what I feel like they have denounced or moved over and moved in someone that would comply to some type of dirt. You see what I'm saying? And they wouldn't fight it. So again, this could be, like I said, these could be foreign communications or something here. People could be traveling different places, making these deals with these certain people and getting their card or getting their whatever the fuck, their access something or whatever. Like as if these people ain't been nosy enough in your business. It's like they're getting more intel, or they're getting tapped into something else on another level, maybe even a global level here, in order to invade the lives of Americans here. It's something like this. Maybe again making some kind of deals or something like this on foreign land. Okay. So again, I was just thinking about this because I was watching this video and I'm seeing what somebody was doing here, trying to manipulate a situation here. Okay. And I feel like it's just because like these people put these shows on and these costumes on to deliver messages for you, but really they're not doing anything for themselves. I mean, they're not doing anything for you. These are people that won't do anything that's not going to benefit them. So if that's dragging you or making up or two tarot readers tag teaming, I've noticed that they do this, tag teaming amongst each other. They get their best dressed or they get their best, you know what I'm saying, accolades or something that they received recently, and then they it's like a level up. So they kind of ping pong back and forth to try to see how they're going to also put the American Empress down or try to play some game over somebody's head or place the American Empress as the monkey in the middle. All right. And it feels like, again, I can hear when somebody is narrating something or speaking something, but then I can hear your shade, or I can hear when somebody flipped the script and they trying to flip it on you. So you might be innocent, you might not have never slept with nobody's, none of your people's friends. You may be one of these people that right now, this is another thing I was thinking about, some of us don't have the rights to ourself, our music. We don't know what contracts the fuck you've been in with whoever you've been in, because people just been doing things over your head, behind your back. Nothing is in front of your face. Nothing is like, you know what I'm saying, you in this dimension. This shit could be affecting you in this dimension. So fuck what somebody talking about the 5D and all this. If this shit is affecting you in this dimension and blocking you in this dimension, you know what I'm saying, that could be a problem for somebody, because everybody's not wired the same. Everybody's not made the same. Everybody's not created the same. So I feel like this could be something like this here, okay? Where one of these women was able to, you know, entertain a masculine energy or a feminine energy more than you could, or something like this, and they feel like they can win with this particular person. And there's no, you know, there's no feelings or no hard feelings. Or again, some of us, they want to get us out of the way now because we're talking about what's due to us or what's indebted, how these people are indebted, or how they're beneath you, okay? And they want to make it appear as if it's not by showing off some type of, like I said, accolades or some type of access that they have, some all access pass or something that you already know is yours, right? So they're trying to finagle these storylines to make it seem like you are the one that's betraying somebody, and this is the reason why you are suffering, when these people know that they just fucked somebody this weekend or something like this, or on their trips or in their own ways, or they made some kind of connection here or some type of deal with the devil that got you, and it's something to sabotage you, right? The cash cow energy that they've had their eye on already, that they probably learned from, that they've had to sit there and watch and learn your mannerisms so they can try to do them better than you and things like this. And then these people will also then, as these so-called elitists, will then use these particular people here and make you seem bitter when you bring up the fact of what's going on here. When you bring up the fact that people are amputees, or they have been aborted in real life and still living in this world because certain people that should have been tending to them and caring for them and taking care of them ripped them off, molested them, manipulated them with pedophilic energy. Now, this, I told you guys, when I'm talking about a pedophile, this is somebody who can, yes, physically touch a child, but this also somebody would be touching on the tenderness, the tender portion of the upbringing of a child that is going through this type of ascension, or this type of that are going on this type of path or this journey. And a lot of people aid in this and abet in this because for generations they have been able to get full off of your blood, or like a vampiric or a cannibalistic energy. We tend to think of this as somebody, a vampire, somebody that latches onto your neck and sucks your blood through a passionate moment. What this is what they tell you on the television, right? Or you could see a cannibal as somebody chopping off somebody's arms and legs and eating them, right? But again, I just thought about this right this second. This could also mean that they amputated or made you invisible online, or cut off your hands and made it seem like anything that you work on will never produce anything, to make it seem like thorns and thistles will grow before you ever get anything out of this person. Doing something to their standing with documents and paperwork and so-called spell work or magic. That's what the fuck it is. Okay, somebody going in there paying someone to manipulate something when it comes to your livelihood. All right. So this could be somebody removing your feet or your standing or your forward movement, and putting themselves in, or again, like King said, somebody that'll tell you to pull yourself by your own bootstraps. But again, I'm saying these are people that took your fucking bootstraps, right? And now they're telling you to pull them up, and they know that they took the bootstraps. You see them on their foot, right, with your spiritual gifts, but you can't really prove it. There's no track record. These people are clearing the air, they're burning shit, they're manipulating things, they're moving things around, they're doing, look over here, oh hurrah, look at what I'm doing here. Don't pay attention to what this person is saying. They're just a Debbie Downer, right? So I feel like this is the reason why these motherfuckers hate me so much. But you this is what I'm saying. Everybody have a choice to do right and do wrong. And again, somebody want to make it seem like you don't want to take accountability. But some of you are thinking, what the fuck did I do? With some of this energy, you're just thinking, what did I do? And you have to check yourself and say, well, I didn't really do nothing to none of these people because I don't even know half of these fucking people. Who turned these people on to me? So within the past year, there's a earthly, there are higher up elitist kind of energies that would be looked at. Okay, these people had you, they were handling you. All right, these could be celebrities, politicians, whatever. People were getting new slaves, or trying to build their team or something like this, right? They got tired of messing with you, dealing with you, or something like this, or they got tired of you shining a little bit brighter than them. They cut you off. Then you move on down to whoever they might have been dealing with in the next level or a lower level here to mess around with you and pull on your energy there. Until now you find yourself, all these people you see because you have a gift to do so. All the dirty shit that these people, especially these people that you don't even know, but now they look familiar to you and things like this. And now you start to put the pieces together. And now they're rising and you're falling, or it appears that you are, or it appears that they feel like they have some power and authority to cut you off. And again, they're getting support from these energies here, foreign energies, alien energies, or whatever it is. Okay, because that's it. When you look up the term alien in etymology, it really don't have nothing to do much with going up in the outer space. It has something to do with going off at a horizon or a distance. Okay. So again, I'm tired of people beating on the people that don't have a voice, or they're not able to articulate what may be going on with them. You see what I'm saying? And it takes a real motherfucker to be on that level, because at any day these people can kind of pull the rug from underneath your, but I want to show them that you really the fuck can't. Because these people gonna be so scared that again they gonna wanna still come and hear what you, even if it's one motherfucker that change, or they really pick up on what they're doing and how it actually affects people. And we all stop talking about kumbaya and these new opportunities that a lot of people not getting, and the bitches that telling you about these opportunities because they done scooped up your divine masculines, taking pictures of them and doing spell work, asking you to send pictures of your black men and shit like this, and they doing spell work on this, and they getting away with it as well. Because again, these are kind of robotic energies. They do as they're told. Okay, so again, some of these divine masculines might like that because they done fucked over so many feminine energies and led so many people astray, that now these women are feeling they're fed up or they're tired, so they want to put you in the angry woman club. Okay, instead of somebody that's avenging something and somebody that's saying everybody can win here. Why are these people that's acting like that they won on their own, that it's not from climbing up your fucking back and kicking you in the face, that they got where they got? Why you trying to act like it ain't off my shine that you even able to fucking breathe right now? See, you're mad. And I'm telling you, it had to do with a masculine energy that was a protector of people. Like, see, I feel like somebody's saying take it over. It's a masculine energy that was a protector, that was really, adequate at what he was doing. And he was a master at this type of thing, guarding or something like this, these particular type of children. And now that this person is out of way or moved on or got upgraded or whatever, passed away or something like this, you see what I'm saying? I don't know why I just heard money in the grave. But now these people are trying to hurry up and bury you, but they don't understand that you are the seed. And a lot of these people are biting the hand that fed them. Okay? So again, I hope that got through what I was saying, because next we're going to talk about the fact that I was like, why am I thinking Assyrian source? Because y'all know I feel like that has something to do with, I'm hearing Jupiter ascending by way of Neptune or something. I don't even know. This could even be somebody's name or a name of something, a group or something. I don't know. All right. And then I'm also hearing Assyrian. Okay. And I'm hearing Naptune, Nap, Star. So this could be also some type of visual something that people were using to manipulate or maneuver in people's minds here. With this Nap Star music, it's like it's like something here back from the days of AOL and shit like this. I'm wondering if this has already been being done since then. Is this a way that these people communicate or something like this? See, that's what I'm saying. They was warned not to, it was okay to do this with other motherfuckers, but not to do it with a certain energy here. Right? And somebody gonna make it seem like you're bitter and this why. No, but every time these people cut me, source goes deeper and exposes something about them on a higher caliber than what the fuck they can ever deal with you speaking on. So this is why people will try to make it seem like you're bitter, and that's why you're saying that today. No, I don't say nothing I feel out my mouth that God or a higher power is not guiding me to say. Sometimes I'm quiet, sometimes we acting goofy, sometimes we serious on here, and sometimes we gotta gut some motherfuckers real quick. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes that middle child got to stand up for themselves, and they got to go ahead and kick some of these old motherfuckers down, and some of these young people or these newcomers that come into the country thinking they running some shit. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to let them know. You got to remind them as to why the fuck you breathing, bitch, and why you getting anybody's paycheck. So I picked up the Bible. At first, I picked up this phone right here. And I'm like, let me go ahead and just pull up a verse or something about just to get our day started. Because we got to go ahead and go back into the biblical text. I feel like this is how they, you know what I'm saying? People don't want to hear it. They say you're doing spell work when you read the Bible. No, what I feel, everything is biblical here. You just embarrassed of the Bible. You don't want to, you don't like the word of God. You're not a real Christian, or you don't have to be. A lot of these people don't have to be. You don't have to be. That don't mean nothing. But the only reason why a lot of these people are rising right now is from all of the trickery, thievery, robbing, killing, pillaging, amputating, abortions, miscarriages that they've caused for some amazing people that actually have these amazing gifts that they want to keep in some type of condition here where these people can continue to come and pick off of your flesh. And they're calling this some type of victory here. No, you won't. They're trying to, they hurry up and get together. They go in their hive mind energy. That's why that shit is dangerous. While they're sleeping at night, watching you or stalking you or doing something like this, they're also coming up in there. We're going to call them Rosies from the Jetsons. I was trying to find that episode when Rosie went haywire and went crazy or went mad. So we're going to call it that from the Jetsons or whatever. And so we're going to call these energies Rosies here. Okay? But that's what the real deal is. Okay? So again, the problem is though, some of these lords could be your fathers, your forefathers. These could be godfathers, or people that's just watching over you or something because they feel some kind of way, or they don't feel bad. It's just because they're benefiting from it. Okay. Also, people, like I said, that be all up in your face, smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place with this mimicry. But again, these people can't compare. They can't compare. You know why? Because I can see their souls. I can see their souls, and I know what they did to get where they got. And that's the real reason why somebody might be just coming back from some type of performance or some type of vacation or whatever the fuck it would be. And they're concerned about making me quiet online because they don't want something to come out. This could also be a divine masculine that's married or something to me or something like this, or had made a vow to me, and this person could be dealing with this person, and something could be going on in the background, court proceedings or something like this here. Somebody could have even been trying to get an alibi so that they can have something happen to somebody and they could just say that they weren't there. Okay? Because it's easier to deal with these particular people. It's almost like they can push a key code in the back of these bitches' backs and tell them what to say every day on the hour. And you know how Rosie got that little antenna at the top of her head? They got that little red bubble, I think, or something on top of it. Like that. So again, they're gonna call me that sassy one or that problem child. But I think that's what that's what made Judy, I think that's her name, Judy, pick Rosie in the first place, because she was kind of feisty or whatever. But this is almost like somebody trying to play in your face like you a fucking dummy. You see them manipulating the story. They may even work for you still, but they thinking they over you because of their advancements or something. And it's like you telling your dad, that bitch don't like me, dad. Yeah, your dad. And this is what I used to have a problem with. Okay? Now, I know I'm not crazy. When I first had my daughter, I was hanging out or being more with my. This is off subject a little bit, okay? So I hope we can get back on, even though this is the next thing. And I remember I was still hanging out. My dad had broken up with his common law girlfriend or whatever. And I was still closer to her children or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? And then I also one summer had my own apartment or whatever, like a studio apartment that my dad built on the side of my grandmother's house. And I was staying in there or whatever. And so I remember I was spending the night and stuff like with I called them my sisters. And the new girlfriend wife didn't like that I was spending so much time with um them. Okay. But I feel like it could have been hurtful or something too. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean I could see where she was coming from a little bit more now, but still I feel like with the way they went about it was wrong. And I remember her telling my dad, she need to come live here and she don't need to be going over there as much or something like this. So it was like kind of like a control element. So again, at that time I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like over my teens or whatever. Or in my late teens, like 19, 20 or whatever. And I remember I would come upstairs or whatever, and I would be making like a bottle for my, I already was telling my dad I don't give good vibes, I don't get good vibes. But I'll be up there making a bottle or something like this in the kitchen. And she will wake up out of her fucking sleep, dude. This is no exaggeration at all. Come all the way down the long hallway. And I would be in the middle of pouring the bottle, doing whatever, putting the warmer on and everything. She would come in there and turn off the light in the kitchen. And then just walk back into the room and go back to sleep. And then, of course, I had to go turn the light back on, probably spilt the milk and shit like this. It's weird I've had to deal with feminine energies in the past. Even my own, I feel like at some point in time, my own